You.
Yo, Bana.
You. We in the building, baby. We in the building.
Feel like the one, feeling is stuck. This ain't no what, that's diamond in the
You know
cup.
what I'm saying?
Light on my shoulders, I'm getting the rush.
Definitely here.
Money don't fold up, I feel
Definitely
like
here.
pocking the tub. Showered in gold chains, knots on me.
I don't know. Let me know if y'all can hear me. 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 All right, the audio good, baby. What's good? What's good? What's good? We in the building. We in the building. We in the building. Shout out my guy No. Shout out to Slimeway Gang. Shout out to my guy Lorenzo. We in the building for sure. Shout out to Mazuma Nation. Shout out to the Mazuma Mob. We in the building, man. For sure. We definitely got some shit that we gonna talk about, man. For sure, no doubt. I was trying to get some music playing on here, but I can't. I don't know exactly what's going on. I don't think that shit really cooperating right now. So it is what it is. Let me see.
Yo, Bana.
This shit ain't working out. It is what it is, bro. I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? Shout out to Mazuma Nation. Shout out to the Mazuma Mob. We in the building as always. I hope everybody had a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive day. You know what I mean? It's Friday. We ain't got shit to do, so we gonna sit here. We gonna chop this boxing talk up. You know what I'm saying? Just got to the crib not too long ago, man. And as soon as I got to the crib, I got a link sent to me by one of my fighters, and I didn't even know All Access put out an episode for Canelo and CHARLO. You know what I mean? I didn't even know that they was gonna even do All Access or whatever. But you already know when it's a fight of this magnitude, of course they're gonna be recorded. So I should have just figured that. But I watched the whole thing. Did you hear Bob Arum saying before he retired he wants to make the Fury versus Usyk fight happen? No, I did not hear that. But is Bob Arum seriously going to retire? Because I remember hearing him saying in interviews that he's going to do this until he dies. So is he second guessing things? But I hope he does make that fight happen, man. Hopefully they could both come to the table and be reasonable and be respectable to each other, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to the 10 people that's in the building, man. Stop Motion MMA. What's going on, homie? What's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Slimeway, funny as shit. He said, I was just watching the All Access, then when you went live, I clicked faster than flash. That's hilarious. Appreciate the support, homie. Thank you. But I watched the whole thing, you know what I mean? Initially, I was going to jump on a little earlier, but I said, let me watch the whole thing, see exactly what's going on between these two, and give y'all my initial reaction. You know what I'm saying? And it was a dope All Access, man. All Access is very well put together, man. Real similar to 24/7 back in the HBO days. You know what I mean? Slightly different, but it was a good episode, man. It really gave some insight. A lot of a lot of dope stuff, man. A lot of dope stuff was going on. H Money would not make it out of Philly. If he come, he gonna lose situation. No, that's a fact, bro. Fuck that nigga. If I ain't want to talk about him no more, do the goofy, bro. It is what it is. If I run into him, it's smoke. That's all I know. What's going on, J Cash? What up? Real Talk in the building. My man, Real Talk. One of the moderators, man. Y'all gotta start using them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start using them wrenches when niggas act out of pocket on here. You know what I'm saying? Only if they being disrespectful though. They got an opinion different from you, don't use it. But you know what I mean? Because if y'all get a little out of pocket, I might have to take them from y'all. But yeah, man, it was a good episode nonetheless, man. If y'all haven't checked it out, go check out the All Access between Canelo and CHARLO that just dropped on Showtime's YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Yo, dope episode, man. Even from the beginning when they were showing Canelo being younger, trying to learn English, and how he transitioned over and actually he knows a little. Yeah, I did hate the bro, because I've been in real life situations, real talk. I've been in real life situations, and when you arguing back and forth with a nigga on the internet, bro, that's minuscule compared to the shit that I've been through in my life, bro. And I'm a real calm dude, but if niggas want smoke, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not about to sit there and just be yelling back and forth with you and all that shit, bro. if you really want to get to it, bro, ain't nothing much you really gotta say. I remember when Terrence Crawford was like, the loudest person in the room, it's the softest person in the room. Why, if you really want to smoke, why you doing all that yelling? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm genuinely one of them dudes. Like, if you really feel some type of way about me, and we can't talk this shit out, then we could take a walk, bro. We could step in the room, and I guarantee you, it's a strong likelihood, especially if you're one of these YouTube dudes, that you're not gonna be the one walking out that room after that, bro. I promise you that shit. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. You know what I mean? Yo, man, cop the merch, bro. You know, I've been wearing this hat like crazy, bro. I really fuck with this hat, especially since I ain't got a haircut. You know what I'm saying? So, cop the Mazuma merch, man. Is that punch machine okay? Oh, I don't know, bro. I ain't been to that arcade since then. They probably removed it since that shit ain't working no more. That shit ain't turned on. I remember we was unplugging it, plugging it back in, bro. That shit was completely broken. It was something that happened when I punched that shit. I don't know what it was. But I even got another video I'm gonna post it tomorrow where I broke the punch machine record twice out in Wildwood and shit. You know, on the boardwalk, niggas just be walking up and down Wildwood. So a bunch of people punched it. I broke the record once, and then when I tried it again, I broke it again. So I broke the record twice in two attempts. H Money like 89. Why he yelling for? He talking about, you know, what happened in Tennessee, bro. I don't know what happened in Tennessee. Like, I know a few rappers from there, but I don't know nothing about Tennessee, bro. And I don't care to know nothing about Tennessee. Just like I'm sure he don't give a fuck about what happened in Philly. You know why? Because we not there. You know what I'm saying? So why would I give a fuck about what's going on in Tennessee? I tell you this straight off the cuff. Shit, if you want to get in the ring, I'll go to Tennessee. Straight like that. I will go to Tennessee. I'll fight him in Tennessee and I'll watch him. You know what I'm saying? Put some money on the table. It don't gotta be that much. It don't gotta be that much to rumble, bro. I'll go to your hometown and I will beat the shit out you in front of your whole family. And I ain't even worried about it, bro. I'm clicked in with armed security and all that shit. So if niggas really want to take it there, you just gonna have to take it up with them. You know what I'm saying? I got armed security all around the country. You know what I'm saying? I'm tapped in with the people for real. You know what I'm saying? So if niggas talking about they gonna do this and that, I guarantee you that shit not gonna go how you think. You know what I'm saying? My safety gonna be guaranteed at the end of the day. And if niggas really want rumble, I will go to Memphis. I will fly down there off my own money. We could get in the ring. We could box. But I want it to be for a couple dollars though, man. A couple dollars. And I will beat the dog shit out of H Money, and I will post that shit on my YouTube. That'll be the intro to all my YouTube videos after that. Yeah. And I'm retired, bro. Like, I don't even box no more, but he was just so disrespectful. It's like, you know what I'm saying? He was goofy. But, man, like I said, I really don't care to talk about dude. Like, it's entertaining because we in the moment right now and all that shit. But, yeah, he definitely irrelevant, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck how many subscribers he got. His shit not jumping like mine. And he not in tune with the people like me. He don't give a fuck about the people like me. He can't talk boxing like me. He can't break down boxing like me. He not experiencing the boxing world like me. There's nothing that this nigga could do better than me. Except run his fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? But in person, he would have been yelling in my direction like that. I'd have slapped the fucking taste out of his mouth, and that's facts. So it is what it is. I ain't even gotta be talking all that tough shit, bro. Niggas wanna make it happen, bro. They can slide in my DM. We can set this event up. Put a couple dollars up, bro. I go down there and fuck that boy up, like I said, in front of his family. And I bring Southpaw with me. Ha! Yeah, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, my viewers been consistent. That's because of my consistent hard work. You know what I'm saying? Knowing what the fuck I'm talking about and just being about the boxing, not being about the drama. I feel like a lot of shit around H Money is around like him running his mouth. You know what I'm saying? He attract a lot of negativity. You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of people don't really gravitate towards him. That's why he got 133K subscribers, but only got like 30 viewers on his live. Meanwhile, I don't even have 1,000 yet. And I'm consistently bringing in between 10 to 20 people on a live on a regular basis. And bro, I got 4.2 thousand views today in itself. One of my shorts almost did 3K, which should hit 3K by tomorrow. And some old training footage I got 2.4K. So I already hit 4.2K in less than half a day. You know You know what I'm saying? And this shit just gonna keep going like that, bro. As long as your intention is genuine and you're going about shit in a positive way, positive people gonna gravitate towards you. You're gonna get genuine support. Just gotta be yourself. You know what I mean? Stand on business. You keep catering, you do good to the people, they do good by you. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm a grown ass man, bro. I'm in my mid-20s. H Money he want to talk shit like a little child. Let him do that. But if niggas want to rumble, you know what I'm saying? I'm around. I don't know if he employed. He probably make a couple dollars off YouTube, but I mean, based off his viewership and shit like that, I don't know if he really get into it like that. He might be an SSI baby. He probably get disability or something. He probably retarded. You know what I'm saying? Carmel having his first profile on the CANELO CHARLO undercard. That's dope. Bro. And that you gotta understand, to give you guys some context, that kid had amateur fights. We was around the same experience level. You know what I mean? He might have had a little bit more experience than me. And he was a bigger guy too. Like I was fighting at 152 at the time. And he was a full-fledged 165. You can see the height and size difference in itself. It was just that the nigga had a lot of bitch in his blood, and I just brought it up out of him. And his trainer, well, really, me and him used to work casually. Like, we used to work on shit, and it really wasn't his fault. You know what I'm saying? But his trainer was talking mad crazy, bro. Talking disrespectful to my dad and all that shit, so I had to do what I had to do, you know what I'm saying? And I stopped him with a body shot, made him shit himself, a little kid. Went to the bathroom after that, and had to clean up his drawers. Had to hand wash them drawers in the sink, you heard? Ah, shit. Jordan Sher, shout out to Jordan Sher. Watched some of that H Money live yesterday. Could always tell within the first few minutes, people speaking that they don't have a clue what they're talking about when it comes up. Yeah. And they talk about masters of boxing. What the fuck is y'all masters of, bro? Y'all motherfuckers can't even, y'all don't even know how to fucking step with y'all jab, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Y'all niggas masters of boxing. If y'all masters of boxing, then y'all must know about fighting. Nigga told me I can't fight and that he'll knock me out, fuck me up, all this shit. Let's see who really a master of boxing. I guarantee you I fucking put a hole in that nigga rib cage, bro. Some real shit. And the UK dude, he was talking real spicy, like. And when you watch when you really watch that John, when he first came on, he was like hella aggressive. Like I remember the John, he talking about he had George Foreman that had Lennox Lewis on an all-time great heavyweight list. And you know what I mean? I disagree with that. I thought I think Lennox Lewis is greater than George Foreman. You know what I mean? But it's all people's opinion at the end of the day. And then he said something, and I was like, what? He was like, you heard me. George Foreman. I'm like, bro, you talking. Nigga, you need to take that fucking bass out your voice, nigga. Real shit, because I really beat the dog shit out you, bro. Like, niggas talk to me like that in person, bro. That shit gonna go left, I'm telling you. In Philly, you can't talk to niggas like that. You can't talk to niggas like that in Philly, bro. You can probably talk like that with your mom when you a spoiled little kid in the crib and shit. You know what I mean? Or you could talk like that amongst your friends because they all pussy and shit like that. But in Philly, that shit'll really get you hurt, bro. You might get popped off that shit. With all that extra bass in your voice, thinking you got all this testosterone, and when niggas pull out a burner or something, you ready to shit yourself. So niggas gotta really fall back off that talk. Bro, H Money send that joint, I swear to God, I won't say a word. I sign that shit right away. An electronic document, send that shit right to my email. They give me a couple dollars, bro, I sign that motherfucker. Man, them motherfuckers better pay for my flight too, bro. Get my flight down there. Nah, I'll pay for the flight in Tennessee. Fuck that. I'll beat the shit out of him. Easy work. I'm gonna hit that nigga on his chin. I'm gonna put him right to sleep. Bro, and it's not like me being arrogant, talking crazy, but like, I've knocked people out cold, bro. I got videos on my camera. I'll never show that because me and the dude cool to this day, but I've knocked people out cold with 18-ounce gloves on, bro. Being 18 years old. Like, H Money looked like he low-key like a garden gnome or some shit. I hit that boy on his chin, bro. He gonna do the cha-cha slide or some shit. You know what I'm saying? He gonna do the cha-cha slide. He gonna electric slide right to his fucking right to his fucking casket. Real shit. You know what I mean? I don't know if this girl showing up with my son or what. It's too much noise over there. UK niggas goofy, most of them can't even buy a plane. I ain't gonna say all UK dudes, but that dude, you could tell from his accent he was from the UK. You know what I'm saying? Like Jordan Sheriff, he on here, he a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? He a real cool dude. He could fight his ass off too. I seen a couple of his videos. He could definitely rumble. But that dude specifically, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was on some straight nut shit, bro. I'm like, bro, who the fuck this nigga talking about? I let it slide because, you know what I mean? I was on another person's platform, and H Money, when you watch the podcast, you be like, yeah, that's my man Mazuma TV right there. That's my man Mazuma TV. As soon as I get into it with this UK dude, he start talking about, why you think you better than him, nigga? You think, bro, I don't think I'm better than nobody. Y'all niggas feel that way because the way I'm talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas getting emotional because I'm telling y'all facts. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't like that shit, so it is what it is. Bro said he gonna slide to the left. Yeah, he gonna slide right into that left hook. Go right to sleep. And I'm a right-handed nigga. I'll put him to sleep with either hand. Yeah, definitely was on wood. I don't know what type of time homie was on. Get that shit up out his mouth. Yeah, he tripping. No, I ain't gonna disrespect the UK like that. One of my favorite fighters from the UK, Lennox Lewis. Somebody asked too, yo, random question, who's everyone's favorite European fighter? I mean, I don't know who everyone's favorite fighter is, but I know me, Lennox Lewis is my favorite fighter from overseas. Lennox Lewis. You know what I'm saying? Lennox Lewis is my favorite heavyweight of all time. One of my favorite fighters of all time, if we being honest. Who else? Besides that, man, I'm not really a fan of too many of them dudes out there. I did like who else? I seen Hamed, but I thought that like he went out. He ended his career terribly, man. He didn't know how to answer that. He didn't know how to answer to that defeat, man. It's like that shit really affected him badly. He blamed it on injuries, but I feel like the injuries was never really a question about his career until he lost to Barrera. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, he was a real showman, had power. You know what I'm saying? And he was a real confident dude. Mark Eubank or Conor Benn, what's your official prediction? I mean, if Conor Benn ain't on that shit, I think Chris Eubank could get him. In all honesty, Arthur Abraham, that's a good one. Completely forgot about that dude. My favorite fighter from out there is Chris Eubank Sr. Yeah, he was a dog, bro. He was definitely a dog, and he had a certain swag about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they used to dress funny back in the day and shit like that, but like the way that he used to be, like, I'm talking about his swag in the ring, like he was so confident. You know what I'm saying? Like, so confident. And then like I've seen him knock dudes out and then just stare off into the crowd. Like you remember The Rock back in the day? Like he would just stare at the crowd with his eyebrow raised and the crowd go crazy. Like Eubank had that type of swag, so I'm like he just had like the presence. You know what I mean? So Eubank swag in the ring was not outside the ring. He used to dress real fruity outside the ring, but like in the ring swag, I fuck with Eubank Sr. for that. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact, Carlito. That's a fact. But it is what it is. I'm willing to back up what I'm talking about. And I ain't even talking about much. I see you like Alicia Bumgarner last post on IG. I did too, but I could tell you get pissed every time. Yo, real talk. Stop talking crazy, bro. You follow me on Instagram? What's your Instagram, bro? You gotta send me a DM or something, bro, so I can follow you back. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, be stalking my IG. Don't even let me know he follow me and shit. Yeah, never heard of that UK guy in that live before, but the way he was talking about Ben Whitaker was embarrassing. Bro, he don't understand, bro. Like, I don't work with Atifo Burlington no more, bro. I don't work with Atifo Burlington at all. Not anymore. You know what I'm saying? My dad still is advisor, but he's not training out of our gym no more. He got his own little situation going on. He got a knee injury. He looking for a different trainer. what have you. But Atif O'Burlton, bro, he is different, bro. I'm telling you, that kid is gonna take somebody special or extremely more experienced than him to beat him. You know what I'm saying? The way that he ran through the amateurs, um, the way that he demolishes these dudes, bro. Like, I've seen him take a former world champion and just break him all the way the fuck up, bro. Like, just really dog walk people. Like, if you go to Philadelphia, bro, Philadelphia, one of the boxing capitals of the world, you're gonna get some of the best work from Philadelphia. It's straight dogs on every corner you turn to in Philadelphia. Don't nobody even want to look at Teef way, bro. And we got world-rated 168 pounders over here, all types of shit. Even next door in New York, they don't want no smoke with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys who done fought for world titles and won world titles don't even want to look at Teef way, bro. Like, Ben Whitaker, bro. He told me that Ben Whitaker is 4-0 with 3 knockouts. That's cool. But the way that his career is set up, bro, he not gonna touch the States for a long time. Them dudes not gonna take a fight against Atif O'Burlton. Atif O'Burlton just beat 2 undefeated guys back to back and stopped 1 and 2 rounds. I think the dude was like 11-0 with 8 or 9 knockouts. He was a Floyd Mayweather fighter that everybody swore was gonna beat Atif. Then he went on Showbox on live television and beat Artem Brusov, who was like, he wasn't well known in the States, but this dude was a monster in the amateurs and had a real high knockout ratio. Another undefeated guy. He was taking them as they come. You know what I'm saying? There's guys who's ranked in world sanctioning bodies that have turned down Atif or X for an obscene amount of money. Al Heyman and PBC is trying to fast track this kid because they understand exactly who he is. You know what I'm saying? He's extreme. He's a prodigy, bro. He's a prodigy, and time gonna tell with that, man. I'm telling you, as long as he focus, he stay on the right path, he gonna become world champion. That kid, 25 years old, bro. The light heavyweight division, look at the champions that's there right now. They all older on their way out. The division gonna open up for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bound to happen, bro. So I'm not even tripping about that shit, bro. Like, Ben Whitaker is not gonna look at Atif O'Burlton way. That's just facts, bro. He gonna be over there in the UK. He gonna keep building his record up, keep fighting them dudes over there. There ain't nothing wrong with that. That's just what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be over there in the UK, building. He might fight for a British Commonwealth title, what have you, bro. And then if it's looking good for him, then they'll try to cash him out. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna take their time with that kid. He not gonna look out T way. They not gonna take them dudes in the UK be investing in their fighters, bro. Hoping that they get a star like AJ again or Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? They not gonna rush that kid at all. They wouldn't. That name wouldn't even come to whoever his promoter desk is. So it is what it is, man. It was just, but that wasn't what they was trying to hear. It was like, and then I told the dude, I said, do you know? I said, do you train with him? He was like, no. I said, are you his manager? He was like, no. I said, are you his promoter? No. I said, so why the fuck you talking like you run his next moves and shit like that? And that's what H Money got on, man. Why you talking like you better than him, nigga? I said, nigga, I'm really in this boxing shit, bro. Like, you, get off our teeth, dick. Bro, what are you talking about, bro? I used to train the nigga, bro. I used to help train him. I was one of his assistant trainers. You know what I'm saying? For 8 straight, he went 8-0 with 6 knockouts, bro. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I'm really, bro, you comparing me, somebody who actually in the gym getting to prepare for fights, and you just a dude sitting on the computer talking shit, acting like you know what's going on in the boxing world when you really don't. It's 2 totally different perspectives, yo. 2 different point of views. Like, to me, you sound like you extremely ignorant. You just sound like a fan who just don't know what the fuck they talking about. And these are niggas that he called the masters of boxing. What the fuck is y'all masters of besides running y'all mouth and not being about shit? Only thing y'all niggas will be master of is taking an open hand from me, nigga. And that's facts. Y'all niggas gonna learn how to get slapped fucking with me. And I do that shit on camera, off camera, whatever you want to do. It's all good, though. That shit going... Bro, as hard as I'm working, bro, I'm going to give y'all an insight of what I do, bro. I wake up at... Well, they changed my schedule a little bit, but let's say, traditionally, I wake up 6:30 in the morning, right? Get ready, I go to work. While I'm driving to work, I make a video for you guys. Then from there, I'll work from 8:30 to 5:15, right? Directly from my job, I go from my job to the boxing gym. I don't make no stops, nothing. I go straight to the boxing gym, work out 6 active amateurs that I got, help out the professional fighters in the process of that, whatever they need doing, whether it's strength and conditioning, sparring, whether it's pad work, whatever the fuck they need. And then I get home at 9:30, sometimes even 10 o'clock on a daily basis, bro. I am on the move, constantly working for 13 hours a day. So I know this shit gonna pay off, bro. As much as I'm grinding, they gonna recognize who I am soon. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But yeah, that was a little tangent I was on. That was a nice little 20-minute tangent. But yeah, slap a YouTube nigga tour. Yeah, there's some cool YouTubers out there. Don't get it wrong. I'm just strictly talking about H Money nut ass. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's all coming together, bro. Like, I don't know if y'all ever heard of the Team Combat League or whatever. We was the first one that was presented with that deal. You know what I'm saying? We were supposed to be the ones who represented Team Philadelphia, but something got caught up with the medicals and stuff like that. Shit just wasn't situated. But they're looking to come around next season and try to negotiate a deal with us. So in all honesty, you might see me on that platform. You know what I mean? I seen it streaming on Fight Hub, TV, and all that shit like that. And we were supposed to be the ones that represented Team Philadelphia. We had fighters come from all over the country trying out for the team and shit like that, and they was gonna give us a stupid bag for it. Oh man, I was about to get I was about to get a stupid ass bag for it. You know, shit fell through. It just wasn't meant to happen at that time. But next season, bro, my son probably be like a year old already at that time. Definitely going take that chance. Gonna take that leap of faith and see where that shit go. You know what I'm saying? And just run that money up. Get me a house and keep building from there. You know what I mean? Maybe that's me speaking on things too soon, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? I was just on a fucking Spanish podcast. I don't even speak Spanish. And then they got like 300K of subscribers. And I got all these Spanish people following me on Instagram asking me questions in Spanish about boxing. I don't know what the fuck they talking about. You know what I'm saying? So definitely making moves. I mean, people starting to recognize the faces. All good, bro. Since yeah, notes manifesting. That's facts. Now, one thing I truly want to manifest. Yeah, Coach. I follow Coach Mustafa. Yeah. He a knowledgeable coach for sure. Yeah, he represent the Atlantic team. Yeah, we were supposed to go up against them and all that shit, bro. That was supposed to be our smoke, and we had a hell of a squad, bro. Like, there was people that was coming from over at Texas and all that shit in Las Vegas, and bro, they was admitting it like, yo, we got a lot on our hands against Philadelphia, bro. Because we had people come from Chicago, LA, fucking Long Beach. We had people come from Florida. We had people coming from West Virginia, North Carolina, all in one state, all in one stable, bro. And then we had, of course, we could have made the whole team from Philadelphia for fighters from Philadelphia. They just didn't believe exactly what was going on at the time. They didn't believe that they was going to get paid all this money and all this stuff. They felt like it was a scam, so they pulled back. They wasn't sure. They didn't trust it. And I understand because a lot of fighters get fucked over in the boxing game. That's what happens. So we could have really made the team with all Philly fighters and could have won. You know what I'm saying? We could have won the whole thing. Cause I see some of the guys that was on there. I was like, yo, I got somebody for each one of these dudes. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. We definitely going to get to that shit. Who do you got, Erickson Lubin or Jesus Ramos? In all honesty, bro, I could really see Erickson Lubin trying to go toe-to-toe with this dude. And I think Jesus Ramos is going to be the one who gets that victory that night. Yeah, Lorenzo, you definitely need to be my translator, bro. I definitely need one. Unfortunately, I wasn't brought up speaking Spanish, bro. I was in the middle of North Philly with everybody who spoke English. You know what I mean? My mom and my dad speak fluent Spanish, but they didn't teach me that shit, so I'm trying to learn it right now. But, yo, let's not get too sidetracked, though, because I'm only trying to be on here for an hour. I'm going to be with my son in a little bit. So that first episode between CHARLO and CANELO was a great episode, man. And it showed me a couple things. They did a lot of flashbacks in this episode, something I'm not used to seeing. They was showing when CANELO was first learning English and stuff like that. And then they transition on to him doing interviews fully in English. You know what I mean? So it showed this progression in terms of him learning English and just him as a person growing up, getting older. You know what I mean? Becoming the superstar that he is. And I believe they show, like, I don't know if it was a flashback or what, but of like him of Jermell Charlo watching Canelo and Plant fight. He was like, man, I could beat him. I could beat him. And they talk, and then like his trainer was like, yo, man, y'all two would be a good matchup. Y'all be what the fuck was the guy name? Fuck, Joan Guzman. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, y'all two would be a good matchup. Y'all. And then they ended up actually fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good little flashback that both of them guys had. You know what I mean? And I can see exactly why Jermell is as successful as he is, man. Like overall, just seemed like he got everything figured out, man. Like this dude has a great support system. He has an extremely supportive wife, beautiful woman too. Shy, she definitely she does whatever she needs to do to play her part, man. She play a role, and that's something that a lot of women don't do nowadays. They just be in their own little bag, worried about themselves. But she definitely rock out for this, man. She support him 1,000%. So there's that. And then on top of that, man, he got two trainers. He got Joan Guzman and he got Derrick James. They consider them co-trainers. And they're not alike, you know what I'm saying? But it helps them because it gives them two aspects. You know what I mean? It shows Derrick James, who's sound fundamentally. You know what I mean? He bring the hands back. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. He bring the hands back. You know what I mean? Make sure you turning your punches over right. Make sure you rotating the hips, bringing your defense back in order. And then Joan Guzman's a dude who really makes you throw punches and bunches. You know what I mean? Accumulation and really test your conditioning. You know what I mean? And I'm sure Derrick James tests your conditioning too because all his guys be in shape. Frank Martin, Errol Spence, Jermell. You know what I'm saying? But Joan Guzman really tests you in terms of running up them punches. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Joan Guzman was actually one of Jermell's favorite fighters. You know what I'm saying? It was he was a decorated amateur and professional fighter. But yeah, man, it's like he seemed like he got the perfect balance going on between trainers because on one side with Derrick James, he's staying fundamentally sound and making sure everything nice and tight and not making too many mistakes. And then on the Joan Guzman side, he got him running up the punches, making sure that he had a gas tank going into every round. You know what I mean? And it shows because he shows that he got sound fundamentals and movement too. That's another thing I forgot to mention. Joan Guzman is big on movement as well. And Jermell, when he gets in that bag, he could have real good movement himself. You know what I'm saying? And he got the perfect balance of both, man. And it helps diversify him as a fighter because of the two trainers showing two totally different styles. You know what I mean? And he shows both, so you can tell he's learning from both guys. It's a great system for him. It works. You know what I'm saying? Looking at the continuing to watch the episodes as well. I'm gonna get to y'all questions in a little bit. So let me get these thoughts out of my head. Something that I noticed as well in this episode was Canelo doing road work. When you really watch like his episodes and stuff like that, man, you don't really see too much of Canelo running. You know what I'm saying? You might see it once in a while. And he neglected road work for a little bit because I believe he had knee problems. You know what I mean? Problems with his legs in the past, especially around the Triple G fight. But he up in the mountains at high altitude and he getting that road work in. You know what I'm saying? And he seems like Canelo seems like he's extremely focused, man. He completely went away from his family. I don't see the nigga playing golf. I see this nigga in high altitude training, getting some good sparring in, and he seemed like he locked in, man. So maybe that shit that Canelo was talking about, him not being 100% because of his hand injury, must have been true. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think this is going to be the same Canelo who had shitty performances against John Ryder in the third Triple G fight. You know what I'm saying? I think this is going to be a fully focused Canelo Alvarez that's going to be in the best shape possible. You know what I mean? And when you got a fully focused Canelo who's in top shape, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And I think that goes to show how much he respects Jermell Charlo because he could have easily took that approach with Triple G and John Ryder and stuff like that, but obviously he didn't view them as high. I think he knew that Triple G was shot and on his way out, and I think he understood that John Ryder was just a fucking tune-up. You know what I'm saying? So, or somebody that's just not on his level. But he seems fully focused, locked in, and I'm gonna get the Jamel as well because I noticed some things about Jamel. Besides the great support system, you know what I mean? You could tell he been waiting for this opportunity for a minute, man. You see a whole different side of him in terms of personality. I feel like he been angry for so long in his career. He was known as like one of the the grouch of boxing. You know what I'm saying? But he seems like he's so happy. He's living in the moment. And the way that he's been studying Canelo, bro, the way that he's preparing and just seeing how the way he's speaking right now, he seems like he's extremely zoned in on his fight. He's dialed in, bro. Like you could tell that he been craving a legacy defining fight like this, and he's finally it's finally in front of him. You know what I'm saying? They even spoke about the whole history of them coming up in Golden Boy at 154 together. And Canelo acknowledged it. He was like, yeah, man, him and his brother, they've been calling me out for a long time. That he even called them bullies. You know what I'm saying? So it's an interesting job. And he was like, yeah, like I'm happy that Jamel didn't talk crazy or nothing like that because we gonna fight. So what's the point of even talking type shit? It's interesting, bro. It's interesting the way Jamel's approach. You can tell he locked in, he focused, and I think that this fight kind of made Canelo get into his bag, man. I think this made him get into his bag, and I think that he really respects Jermell Charlo. He respects his accolades and what he's capable of doing. He understands that Jermell's a threat, so he's preparing accordingly. You know what I'm saying? We could see it. So it was a great episode, man. That was my reaction to the whole thing, bro. Both of these guys are locked in, fully focused, and I think this is going to be a hell of a fight, man. A hell of a fight. And both of these guys are extremely confident as well. So that definitely it intrigues me. You know what I'm saying? Let me get to the joint right here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what y'all talking about. Miguel Cotto had the same come up by learning English and started doing post-fight interviews in English. But he's from Rhode Island, bro. Cotto is from Rhode Island, so he's from the States. You know what I mean? Like he was born in Caguas, Puerto Rico, but he actually lived in Rhode Island for some time. You know what I mean? So there ain't no reason why he shouldn't have known English, but it is what it is. Tank 619 discount code merch. I could put a 10% discount code up if you want to buy it, but I ain't gonna put no discount code up if you're not looking to buy it. You know what I'm saying? Joanne Guzman, yeah. I already answered that. Did you see Bud on Twitter saying him and Canelo will be the biggest fight? Him tweeting, oh, they think he juicing? No, I actually didn't see the tweet about juicing, but I did hear him talk about it's the biggest fight in boxing. And it's definitely, if they make that fight happen, that's definitely one of the biggest fights in boxing. I agree with him. If not the biggest fight to be made right now. Jamel looked more like he ready for Canelo. I got Charlo by TKO in the 12th. Wow. That's a bold-ass prediction, bro. I haven't even seen Canelo get hurt at all since he fought Miguel Cotto brother. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen this man get knocked out. I mean, knocked down or even like it's rare if you ever see Canelo even off balance. So that's gonna be that's a bold prediction, man. Yeah, Joanne was sharp back in the day. I definitely watched a few of his fights. What's next for Canelo when he loses? Well, we won't know until the fight actually happened, bro. Then we can really get into that. Do you think most of the time it works well when a fighter has two different trainers? It depends if the two trainers actually get along. Like Derek James, he's a nice, cool, laid-back guy, so I'm sure he's open to certain things. It just depends on the chemistry, you know what I mean? Because one trainer might step on another trainer's foot or be like, nah, fuck that. We're not working on that. We working on this type shit. So it depends on the dynamic between both of the trainers and them having an understanding and just communicating. It can work. It just depends on the personalities that's in front of each other, you know what I mean? I've seen it happen before, so it's possible. Yeah, it might be 4 a.m., but George Sheriff rocking out. Wait, you in Spain right now for what? You in a tournament or something? Or you just over there traveling, Jordan? You in a boxing tournament? What you got going on, man? Let me know. Knows Bud fights better emotional. He might. I don't think he necessarily be emotional in his fights though, but I do think that the trash talk motivates him. You know what I'm saying? Like I never seen a man really look angry in the ring. Like Bud always seems like nice, cool, calm, collected. You know what I mean? But he don't forget the shit that was told to him in the build up to the fight. So he lets that like puts a fire in him. But emotional, I don't think that's the term. I just think that the trash talk motivates him. You know what I mean? Yo, how do you feel about the interview Jamal did and them not being on speaking terms, bro? I posted a video about it earlier. I spoke on that whole interview, man. I think I was like the first person on YouTube that spoke on that interview because when I watched it, it wasn't even out that long. So go check it out, man. It's right there. It's like one of my most recent videos, right behind them shorts I did. I wrote Jamal Charlo moves to Pensacola and training with Roy Jones Jr. Go check that video out. I spoke on the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So go check it out, man. Trash talk motivates him. Facts makes him more determined. Yeah, that's like the worst thing you could do with somebody like Bud. Like Bud thrives off of people talking shit or telling him that he can't do something. And that's something that I got in common with him because I feel like, in all honesty, when people like being yes men around me, I get content. I get like satisfied. You know what I mean? I feel like I don't really gotta prove nothing no more. But when somebody in front of me and they tell me, yo, like, man, you ain't gonna do that, man. You ain't really about this shit, man. You not gonna accomplish that, bro. Like, you don't even care about this that much. Like, when people talk to me like that, that's like, it bothers me. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it's like, yeah, I gotta prove you wrong for you talking like this. You know what I'm saying? And that's been like the story of my life coming up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel Bud. Me and Bud grew up real similar in terms of like how our mothers raised us and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I identify a lot with him in terms of like his childhood and what he went through. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad was in and out of jail. You know what I mean? Was in the streets. And my mom was real rough on me, man. My mom was the one who disciplined me. You know what I mean? She was the one who put hands on me when I acted up. My dad never touched me a day in my life. My mom was the one who really laid the law down. So I definitely, and she done been hard on me a lot during like my upbringing. So yeah, I identify with Crawford a lot when it comes to that. You know what I mean? If Bud beats Canelo at 68, really got considered top 5. 35, probably become undisputed at 54 and 68, man. That's crazy. Yeah, that would be insane. That's like all time, like top 5 greatest of all time type situation. If you become a 4-time undisputed champ in 4 different weight classes, bro, and if he would have won at 68, he's already a 3-division world champion. So 68, 54, so he'd be a 5-division world champion, 4-time undisputed, bro. That's like unheard of, bro. That almost seems impossible. You know what I mean? Yo, Mark, I would love to take a trip to Philly to put some work in at your gym, brother. With your permission, I'll pay whatever. You could come by whenever, bro. Pivot Boxing Academy, bro. 2807 North 6th Street in Philadelphia, PA 19133. Feel free to come through, bro. You just let me know who you is, and we could get that working for sure. Yeah. Yeah, my mom was definitely rough. She didn't play that shit. I live and work here for a few months of the year now because of UK weather trash. Oh, shit, okay. Yo, Jordan must have a couple dollars and shit. This nigga motherfucker over there trap. That nigga said, man, I'm in Spain right now because I ain't fucking with the weather in the UK right now. That's some gangster shit, bro. I got to tip my head off to the nigga for that. That's crazy. That's some get money shit right there. Shout out to Jordan Shearer. I remember you told your mom you made a YouTube channel and she didn't. Yeah. Yep. If you up against Kate guy, yeah, yep, yeah, that's a hard person to beat. You know what I'm saying? Mark, have you trained an emotional fighter? Yeah, I have trained emotional fighters, and like them type of dudes, like when they get upset, they cry. Like whenever they might lose or something, they may cry or they feel like they not doing enough. I got a few fighters that's like that, but as a trainer, you really gotta tap into them from a psychological aspect. You really gotta get in their head mentally. You gotta have them. You really gotta give them mental reps and give them a lot of reassurance and just letting them know that, you know what I mean? Like if you're emotional about this, that this is just a temporary feeling, man. You know what I'm saying? This come with the game, blah blah blah. You really gotta tap into your therapist shit when you in there with an emotional guy. But some emotional fighters, they use their through experience and shit like that, they start to use them emotions to their advantage. You know what I mean? It keeps them locked in, it keeps them motivated. It's like putting a fire under their ass, you know what I'm saying? It just make them get up and get to moving, you know what I mean? And really starting to improve themselves. You know what I'm saying? That is gangster. Yeah, that's definitely gangster, bro. That nigga said, man, fuck this weather, I'm out, and then just go to Spain and shit. Nigga talking Spanish with them Spaniards and shit. Which path to Undisputed is more appealing, walking each guy down for each belt or beating the number one guy for all four? So you pretty much asking, what's more badass is running through every champion until you get all the belts. That's what's more gangster in all honesty. I think beating one guy for all four is like a shortcut. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with it. You still accomplishing the same thing, whichever way you go about it, but I think beating every single champion for each belt, running through all four champions to get each belt, bro, that's gangster, bro. That's definitely gangster. So, yeah, man, that's more impressive to me. Who do you think is the greatest trainer of all time? There's a whole bunch of them, bro. Obviously, they're going to bring up in my eyes, I love Emmanuel Stewart, man, Nacho Beristain. I mean, you could bring up Cus D'Amato. There's a guy from Philly. His name was Sam Hickman. Sam Hickman was a great trainer for Philadelphia. He's one of the. If you looked over his accolades, bro, that's extremely impressive. There's a whole bunch of them, man. That's a whole debatable topic in itself. But my GOAT to me would have to be Emmanuel Stewart. I think he's one of the greatest, if not the greatest. Eddie Futch, yeah, Eddie Futch was someone I didn't mention. Ray Arcel, I don't know too much about him. I'm gonna look into that. I ain't about to sit here and act like I know everybody, but Eddie Futch is definitely one of them. But Emmanuel Stewart, to me, the way that he was able to build fighters from the ground up and improve fighters that came up to him, it's impressive, bro. The way that he was able to switch around Lennox Lewis style and make him even more dangerous and use what God gave him in terms of his reach and jab, and you know what I'm saying? The way he was able to improve already established fighters and how he was able to build fighters from the ground up, I think it's second to none, bro. That's what I think. See, Lorenzo said the same thing for me, Cus, and Emmanuel. So yeah, man. That's who the GOAT is in my eyes. But what I also want to talk about is SUBRIEL Matias versus ERGASHEV is official for November 4th. You know what I mean? It's an official fight. You know what I'm saying? And it's a hell of a fight. It's a fight that people not really talking about too much. You know what I mean? SUBRIEL is pretty much like the dark horse of the 140-pound division. You know what I'm saying? Like, they understand he a threat, but they not necessarily they know he a champion, but they not necessarily looking his way. And if they are looking his way, it'll be like a last resort type situation. You know what I mean? And ERGASHEV, I've seen him fight one time. I've seen him fight somebody that I'm extremely cool with. His name is Mike Fox. Eventually, I'll bring him on here for an interview. But they have fought on Showbox, I believe. And ERGASHEV is an extremely aggressive, come forward, combination puncher, strong, explosive, hand speed on point. And I just think, in all honesty, that somebody like ERGASHEV and Matias coming together in one ring, that's gonna be a bloodbath, bro. Both of these guys, it's real possible that both of these guys could get hurt in this fight. I don't see nobody taking a step backwards. I just see them in the middle of the ring, just going blow for blow, like like Big Pun said, go blow for blow like Evander and Bo. You know what I mean? I really see that shit happening. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's go Matias for sure. Mark, I know you might disagree, but I think T.O. beats Matias. It's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I just need the only question mark I really have is how is T.O. going to be able to handle somebody who's bigger, because SUBRIEL is bigger than that man, and as strong as him, if not stronger. It has to be forced to fight on the back foot. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see how T.O. goes against a style like that, because T.O. at 135, he was always used to being the bigger guy. You know what I'm saying? Setting traps and counter punching dudes and shit like that. But how are you gonna go up against a guy who's not discouraged by your power? Is gonna continuously move forward, and when he gets you, against the ropes, or he gets you in the middle of a combination, each punch he throw is gonna have some heat on it. You know what I'm saying? So it could be a real discouraging style to go up against. And we already know that Teofimo is not the most stable guy mentally. He's not the most confident guy mentally. He can be broken. We've seen it. We've seen it happen. You know what I'm saying? So I respect Tio. You know what I mean? He could definitely, he's capable of being Matias. But, you know what I mean? I just think that style matchup might be a little overwhelming for that dude. As fragile as he is mentally. You know what I mean? Would you consider Matias the boogeyman? At 140, it's starting to look that way. But we just gotta see. Let's see how he look against ERGASHEV, man. If he completely washes ERGASHEV, then it's like, that's because ERGASHEV, he's an undefeated upcoming dude. I think he got like 1 million+ followers on Instagram. Like apparently he's really famous where he's from. You know what I mean? But we'll just have to wait and see, man. I'm not gonna call him the boogeyman yet. But the way that these other guys be avoiding talking about it almost seems as if he is. Matias versus Haney, yeah, that'll be an extremely rough fight from Haney. You know what I mean? Haney gonna have to box a perfect fight to beat somebody like SUBRIEL. GOAT trainer, I say Roger Mayweather and Freddie Roach. Nah, brother, I'm not gonna give you Freddie Roach, man. Freddie Roach has not built not one single fighter, bro, from the ground up. I can't give him the same respect that I would give Emmanuel Stewart or Eddie Futch or any of them. But Roger Mayweather, however, he's done some great shit. You know what I mean? He's mostly known for Floyd. Don't get it wrong. I think Floyd Sr. may be a little bit more decorated than him in terms of like the fighters that he helped improve and shit like that. But I'll give both of them credit for building Floyd because Roger instilled that the pretty boy Floyd, that was all Roger. Money Mayweather, that was Floyd Sr., teaching him the defensive approach and how to go about things in a defensive first kind of manner. And Roger was more of an offense first type of dude. You know what I'm saying? So they're both great trainers, but they specialize in different things. So I definitely, if you want to throw, I would have named Roger the GOAT, but he definitely was a great trainer in his prime. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely give him credit for that. I feel like Matias is the kind of fighter who would have suited the 15-round distance. Yeah, but that's if you can even make it 15 rounds with him. But he definitely gets stronger as the rounds go on. I got a few guys on my list that I feel like would have been all right in the 15-round era. Like Earl Spence, I think he would have did well. I think CHARLO would have done well at the 15-round era. Tyson Fury would have done well in the 15-round era. Who else? I think David Benavidez would have been all right at the 15-round era. Who else? I put SUBRIEL there. Jaron Ennis, I think he'll do well in the 15-round era. I seen this man spar 18 rounds and not even breathe hard after going through like strenuous like work. You know what I mean? I was low-key mad why Tio didn't stop Tail. I thought he would have got him out of there. Oh, I don't know, man. Maybe he just felt like he was winning and he didn't have to do too much. You know what I mean? He was just content in what he had going on. Wait till Dev hit 140. I don't know what that means, bro. I think Boots will be the new boogeyman at 140. So I think he the boogeyman right now. How the way these top dudes don't want to fight him and talking about he's not worth it, high risk, low reward. It sounds like he the boogeyman of the division right now. How do you feel about Roy Jones as a trainer? I think that Roy Jones is a way better fighter than he ever was a trainer. And I think one of the things that Roy Jones got to realize is that because he was probably the most gifted, you know what I mean, the most talented, most athletic fighter to probably ever step inside the ropes, I think he feels like what he does is easy, and he tries to get other fighters to replicate what he did. What Roy got to understand is that, bro, you are a once-in-a-generation kind of fighter. You're not really going to see too many people be able to emulate what you do. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason why we seen athletic dudes. You know what I mean? We seen some flashy, reflex first kind of fighters, but we haven't really seen nobody like Roy Jones before. And I feel like Roy Jones tried to teach the guys shit that he used to get away with, and they absolutely don't work. Like, I seen how he trained Chris Eubank, and what that translated to. I seen what he did again with Kevin Newman and what that translated into, and it wasn't really good things. You know what I'm saying? So I think Roy Jones, I don't know, man. I think he got to switch some shit up, but that's just my opinion. I don't really rate him that high as a trainer, in all honesty. I think Montana Love gonna test positive, and I think Davina Videz is gonna miss weight against Boo Boo. Why would you even like put that out there though? You shouldn't even want that to happen as a boxing fan. I don't think he's gonna miss weight at all though. I think David Benavidez locked in. I don't think so. Subriel would have Bill Haney looking like Apollo Creed trainer from Rocky IV. That's crazy. What? Throw the damn towel? Throw the damn towel! Yeah. I remember that. Let me see. Yeah. Why would you say that? That's like out of pocket. Caleb Plant would dominate the 15-round era. Bro, I was about to say, you got to be joking. He had trouble with the 12-round era. For real. I'm saying wait till Haney hits 140 with all this boogeyman talk. Bro, you literally... It's always good to receive information. That's totally right. And I even said it in the video that I appreciate what he's been doing for the younger generation. You know what I'm saying? Like how the way he was able to talk to Jared Anderson and give him some type of reassurance, that was a dope thing to see. Seeing him cater to Jamal Charlo and just like help him get through things from a mental aspect, that's dope to see. But if we talking about him as a trainer, he's not the best trainer, man. He's not. I think that Ronnie Shields is a way better trainer than Roy Jones. That's just my personal opinion. But guess what? Jamal gonna do whatever the fuck he want. He gonna train with whoever he want to train with, and Roy Jones gonna train whoever the fuck he wants, as long as the fighter cool with it. So my opinion don't matter at the end of the day when people asking me about it. So I'm gonna answer it. So you know what I'm saying? That's what I think. I'm saying wait till be, bro. But the thing is, it's like, why? What makes you so confident in Devin Haney? Fighting Subriel, bro. Like, Devin Haney has never went up against somebody like Subriel. Like, if you guys could tell me one fighter that Devin Haney went up against that was similar in style to Subriel and he watched him, then I'd be like, oh, all right, cool. I see why you confident. But it's like, come on, man. He fighting Regis, bro. Who you think Jamal should train with seriously since he left Ronnie? I don't know if he left Ronnie because from that interview that I saw, he said that Ronnie Shields sent him over to Roy. You know what I'm saying? So this might be a temporary thing where he just getting away from Houston, getting away from the negativity so he can really heal from his traumas and shit like that. You know, when he mentally ready to come back, he might go back over to Ronnie. I don't think this Roy Jones situation might not be a permanent thing. You know what I mean? But I would like to see him with Ronnie. That's who I would like to see. Since he left Ronnie, who do I think he should train with? Seriously, I think he should be with Ronnie. That's who he been with since day one, bro. He won multiple world titles with the man, and they never lost. So why, if it ain't broke, then why try to fix it? You know what I'm saying? Roy Jones don't realize that he's one of a kind. He trains fighters to fight like him. He was gifted, exactly. And it won't work because none of them dudes are you. Roy can't train anyone. He tries to teach God-given gifts. He had the people. They ain't the way to go. That's perfectly said, Lorenzo. Thank you. Jojo Diaz, what? Jojo Diaz don't fight nothing like Subriel, bro. Cut that shit out, man. Cut that shit right on out. Regis was known as the hardest hitter at 140 for a minute. Yeah, but, you know what I'm saying? That shit matter against Josh Taylor? And there's some new guys in the division right now. Gary Antoine Russell got all knockouts, bro. Subriel, he's knocked out everybody he done fought as well. There's some debate in the air on who's really the hardest puncher. You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to see Jamal with Bozy? I think Bozy a good pick in general. I think he's the best trainer in Philadelphia right now, one of the best trainers in boxing. But why would you want to see Jamal, considering his style, why would you want him to train with Bozy? Do you think that's a good fit stylistically for Jamal? bad. I commented exact thing. You right, because JoJo Diaz was actually landing on Devin Haney. My bad, dude from Nevada, the pillow fish. Yeah, he wild. Yeah, real talk, be wildin', bro. But real talk. Bozy will get his mechanics right. Heavy to me. Jamal kind of seemed a little off. Really? You think he's off fundamentally? How? No. We gotta talk about this. How is Jamal off fundamentally? What doesn't he do right? Jamal is well balanced at all times. He always brings his hands back. His hands are always up. He snaps all of his punches out. He has a phenomenal jab. He understands distance really well. Sharp right hand. He counters good. He catches shots from this side and he brings it right on over. He caught J-Rock's right hand. Boom. Caught with the same hand and shot the uppercut with the same hand. So catching and shooting. Jamal is fundamentally sound, bro. Bro, but you gotta understand he had a multi-year layoff. That shit not gonna be clicking all like that when you drinking and not being in the gym for 2 years. You gotta take some time, bro. If you play a sport and you take a layoff for 2 years, you think you're gonna come back snapping the same? Nah, bro, it's not gonna be like that. Yeah, bro, and that's normal. That's normal. You know what I'm saying? That's normal for him to not look like himself. You know what I mean? He got some extra pounds on him. You know what I'm saying? There's some shit that gotta be straightened out before he start looking like himself. He might need a few fights until he start looking like the Jamal that we remember. You know what I'm saying? You think Spence should retire if he gets dog walked again at 54? It depends on how he goes out in that rematch, man. If he shows like clear signs of damage or his punch resistance doesn't seem like it's all the way there, then there might be some type of discussion about that, man. There might be some type of discussion about that. But if it's more competitive but still come up short, if it's competitive but he still come up short, there's still some money out there to be made for him, man. He's just gonna have to build his name up at 154. There's still some big fights out there. If he loses to Crawford, then he could possibly fight Tim Tszyu. That might be a possible fight for him because Bud acting like he don't want to fight Tim Tszyu. He could also fight the winner of Lubin and Jesus Ramos. You know what I'm saying? There's the Brian Mendozas out there, Erickson Lubins. There's a lot of fights that could happen, bro. There's a lot of fights that could happen for Earl that he can make a couple dollars off of. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? There might be a situation where Virgil Ortiz's opportunity might be up there and they could fight out in Texas. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit that could happen, man. Yeah, that's a tough. How you look at training and how you look under the lights. That's what I heard about Teofimo. I heard Teofimo be looking terrible in the gym, but under the lights, he be shining. You know what I'm saying? Some people rise to the occasion. I heard Danny Garcia don't be looking that good in the gym. But he rises to the occasion when them lights be the brightest. You know what I'm saying? So, the Triple G retired? Nah. He's still, I think he's still active. You know what I mean? But I think Triple G understands he's not who he used to be. So, I think he only going to take fights that he feels like is winnable for him or of high reward. You know what I mean? Because the mistake Triple G made is that he started out his career for Canelo, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really started his career out just waiting for the Canelo opportunities. It's like he really stopped everything he was doing, like his title defenses and all, just to be worried about Canelo Alvarez and getting that opportunity again. It's like his career really revolved around Canelo's actions for a good amount of time, and while he was doing that, his window was getting small, was closing more and more. You know what I'm saying? That's why you just gotta worry about yourself, and if the opportunity presents itself, then you take it. You know what I'm saying? You don't never wait for another man. You know what I mean? What did Floyd say? Floyd was like, "I'll move whenever I want to move." You know what I'm saying? Like when they asked him about why didn't you wait until the Pacquiao Mosley winner, he was like, "I'll move whenever I want to move. Don't nobody dictate when I move. I'll move whenever I want to move." And I understood that completely because when you sit there and wait for shit to happen, You know what I'm saying? You only got a small time frame in boxing, man. You snap a finger, and all of a sudden you in the middle of your career, you snap your finger again, and now you're doing your retirement speech. Snap your finger again, you might be getting a Hall of Fame induction. Boxing moves really quick, man, and you don't have that much time, bro. It's a small window, so you gotta get what you gotta get before that motherfucker close. Once that motherfucker closes, ain't no opening back up. You know what I'm saying? Father Time is undefeated, man. So you either gonna retire from boxing or it's gonna retire you. However you wanna go about it. I heard you say T.O. been getting dropped. How you know this, Mark? You got people, bro. I know people that sparred Tiafimo, and that shit come back to me, bro. Trust me, I know this from credible sources. Like his real sparring partners be telling me what's been going on. I know a lot of people in this boxing world, bro. Y'all gonna figure it out as I start to do more and more interviews and shit like that. You be like, oh, how the fuck he know this nigga? How he know? Watch, this shit about to come together, bro. I got this shit all mapped out. What fighter right now would you wish to train? I would wish to train everybody that's in my amateur stable, everybody I'm building from the ground up. That's who I care to train. I don't really care to train nobody. I wish there was fighters that I had been able to watch train, like back in the day. I would have loved to have seen Muhammad Ali train. I would have loved to hold pads for Tito Trinidad, which I'm gonna go to Puerto Rico. I'm gonna bring a set of pads when I go to Puerto Rico next time. I'm gonna look for Tito. And I'm gonna do some pad work with Tito for like a little small clip. Watch, I'm gonna do that. I would have loved to have watched Eric Pryor train. I would have loved to have watched Alexis Arguello, James Toney. I would have loved to see one of his sparring sessions, but there's not nobody out here right now that I wish I trained. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm more worried about my stable and what I'm building up. I'm not really worried about nobody else. Everybody else established. I don't really care to train established guys. At the end of the day, I ain't gonna get no credit for them. But shit, I wish as a matter of fact, I wish I was training Jake Paul in that ass. So I could get a nice little checkup off of him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody around his team be getting paid good. You see, Jay Leon Love done forgot all about his boxing career. As soon as he joined Jake Paul's team, Jake Paul been putting that motherfucker on payroll. He said, fuck boxing ever since then. Shit. Then he got stopped by Benavidez. Was like, man, fuck that. I'm about to go be a groupie now. That's what he been doing since then. You know what I'm saying? Mazuma Nation, what up, my Philly brother? What's going on? Spence versus Triple G at 160. I don't know, man. Triple G is shot, man. I don't know how he would do. Spencer probably beat him by decision at this particular time, but we don't know how Spencer gonna come back off of this Crawford Jones, so it might be a stalemate. I don't know. But rather look better when I box and look average in the gym on the pads or the bags than it be the other way around. I agree with you, Jordan, 100%. 100%. I would rather look average in the gym and then be on fire fight night any day. If Canelo wins, I hope he calls out Benavidez and makes that happen. He's not going to call out anybody, bro. Canelo is the A side. He's the star. He's not going to call out anybody. David Benavidez has to win his fight against Demetrius Andrade and continue calling out Canelo, bro. He should show up at Canelo fight, for real, for real. He's trying to get in the ring. He's trying to get in the ring, for real, for real. That's a PBC event. They're not going to deny entry for David Benavidez. He should try to hop in the ring. It's whatever happens, bro. If he beats Jermell, he needs to hop in the ring and be like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? You with PBC, what we doing? He need to pop up at his post-fight press conference, all that shit. Would I train Rolly? Yeah, I would train Rolly. I haven't been in PR since 05. Yeah, I was there last year. Where do you see Carmel Moulton career going? I'm not sure, bro. I've seen a couple clips of him from the amateurs, but the pros is a completely different setting. So let's see his pro debut and see where he goes from there. But obviously, Floyd got a lot of belief in the kid, so he must be something special. Zaquin Moses. I think Zaquin Moses was the one who beat Carmel Moulton in the Nationals. Like I said, I'm not too tuned in with amateurs like that, bro. If they not mine, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really know too much about him. I know that he don't got that much experience, and he beat Carmel in the Nationals, so that's an impressive feat because Carmel, from what I seen, he a monster. Jay Leon Love eating swell when he with Jake. Yo, that's a fact, bro. Them niggas eat lobster every day fucking with Jake. I could only wish I could become professional. That would be a dream come true. Bro, that's extremely possible, man. If you put the work in and you got the right team around you, you know what I'm saying? You could definitely make it happen. Turning pro is not hard at all, especially in the States. As long as you're not underage, bro, you can get you apply for your boxing license, all that shit, pass pass a physical, they give you your license, and you good to go. You just gotta find a promoter that'll put you on the card. You know what I'm saying? Arguello, one of my favorite fighters, is the dog for real, bro. I love that motherfucker's fighting style, bro. That dude is a monster, man. It's sad how he went out, man. You know what I mean? But I mean, not everybody's story on positive terms. But Alexis Arguello was a sensational fighter, man. Yeah, that man was devastating knockout power, bro. Morton will definitely be champion of the world. We can only hope his career doesn't go the Zhu Shimming route. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about in terms of that, but Carmel, you know what I mean? The thing is, bro, I don't really be doing that too much with guys that haven't really shown me nothing in the pros yet, because we've seen a lot of great amateurs not be shit as the pros. And I'm not saying that's Carmel. You know what I'm saying? I wish him nothing but the best. I hope that he gets everything he wants out of the sport, but you know what I mean? I'm not the one to jump the gun like that because somebody look good in the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? So we'll just have to wait and see, man. I didn't say too much about Andy Cruz till I seen his first fight, and I still think there's a lot of work that needs to be done with him. So, you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I wish him nothing but the best, and I hope that he's as special as the people say he is. You know what I mean? My father saw Arguello fight live in New York. That must have been an amazing moment, man. I wish I was old enough to experience that shit. Champion at what weight? I think that's at 130 pounds Carmelo's at. I think Carmelo's at 130. So, you know what I mean? Because I think he was talking about him fighting Lee Wood at his pro debut, which was bullshit. That was a little promotional tool he was using. You know what I mean? But I think Lee Wood is a champion at 130 or 126. You know what I mean? So we'll see. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my live, man. My son here right now. I'm about to go spend time with my son. Definitely gonna catch up on some rest as well. I didn't get no rest at all today, so you already know what that is. I'm about to go lay my ass down. I'm off tomorrow as well. Yeah, thank you, Scotty. 126. Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm gonna be back with some videos tomorrow. I'm gonna be at home, so I'm gonna be premiering a few of them videos. Let me know what y'all want me to talk about in the comments, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Had a consistent amount of viewers on live today, so that's something real good to look at. You know what I mean? And the views been going up, the subscribers been going up, man. Road to 1K. It's definitely happening, bro. It's a beautiful thing to see. I'll be at 1K pretty soon. You know what I mean? So keep liking, keep subscribing, man. Keep sharing the videos. Hit the bell notification so y'all know when I go live and when I post videos. I appreciate you guys a lot, man. Shout out to Mazuma Nation. Shout out to the Mazuma Mob, man. We out here, man. Peace.